and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some chicken al pastor. In case you guys want to learn how to make this easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 6 chile guajillos, 3 chile anchos, 1.5 onion, 1 roma tomato, 3 oranges, 2 cans of pineapple slices, 3/4 cups of pineapple juice, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, 12 garlic cloves, 2 cloves, 2 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of thyme, 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 package of sazón Goya, and a whole chicken. So these are our ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to start by depulting our chiles. So we're just going to take out the seeds. Alright, so next we're going to rinse our chiles and add some water to our pot, and we're going to boil it along with our onion. Okay, so we're going to add half of our onion and we're going to boil them for about 8 minutes or until our chiles have become tender. And we're also going to add the tomato. Alright, so while we're waiting for our chiles, tomato, and onion to come to a boil, we're going to start cleaning out our chicken. Okay, so I'm going to grab my chicken, and I already removed everything that's inside of the chicken. So now I'm just going to grab 1/4 of a cup of our vinegar, and I'm going to put it on my chicken, and that's just going to remove all of the smell from the chicken. And I'm just going to rinse it with water, with cold water of course, and just make sure that you clean it real good. Just give your little chicken a shower. A bath? So just make sure that you clean your chicken very good, okay? Alright, so after we have washed our chicken, we're going to pat him dry with some paper towels, and just make sure that you dry him real good. And that's because of the vinegar, so don't worry. Alrighty, so after we had pat him dry, we're going to let him air dry for a little bit so we can start working on our marinade. By now, our chiles should be done. Alright, so next we're going to get the juice out of 2 of our oranges.
Good son. It looks like lemonade. It is lemonade.
Why give you the lemonade?
So these should be equivalent to 3/4 of a cup. So if you don't want to use fresh oranges, you can always buy orange juice. Alright, so after we have our juice, we are ready to prepare our marinade. In our blender, we're going to add our chiles. Tomato. Our half of onion. 3 garlic cloves, our 2 cloves, our 2 bay leaves, 1/4 cup of vinegar, our 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, our salt, black pepper, paprika, oregano, thyme, cumin, our little package of sazón Goya. And I know it might seem of a lot of ingredients, but let me tell you that most of these ingredients, it's ingredients that we already have in our cabinets, you know? Okay, so we're going to add our orange juice and our pineapple juice. So now I'm just going to mix it for about 5 minutes or until we have a very smooth sauce. Alrighty, so our sauce is done. Now I'm just going to reserve about 1 cup of our sauce to be used later. So we're just going to save about 1 cup. Okay, now set it to the side. I'm just going to transfer the rest of my sauce into a bowl. And just make sure that you get as much of the sauce possible, because we're not going to, you know, put water in it and do what we normally do with our sauces. So I'm just going to flip it over and let it run down. And then I can get that later. So anyways, in a separate bowl, we're going to start working on our chicken. Okay, so next we're going to rub the marinade on our chicken. So make sure that you get every single inch of your chicken, because we want it to be very flavorful. And then make sure that you rub some inside, under the skin. So I like to put a lot of my marinade under the skin, so like that, you know, my chicken can be full of flavor. This is basically the same thing that you would do to your turkey. Of course, you just gotta cook it different times. Once we have our chicken all covered in the marinade, we're going to place it in a bowl. And we're just going to put all of our marinade. So our leftover marinade, we're going to place it all on our turkey. And our leftover marinade, we're just going to place it on top of our chicken. And remember, we still have the 1 cup of extra marinade, and we're going to use that while we cook our chicken. Okay, so next we're just going to cover it and let it marinate for 8 hours or overnight. We're just going to let it marinate inside the refrigerator. So before we start prepping our chicken, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Alright guys, so I had this chicken marinating overnight, and as well as the sauce. And this is what the sauce looks like, you know, when it's refrigerated. We're just going to kind of move it around. Okay, place it to the side. And this is our chicken. So now I'm going to get my roasting sheet ready. What? Stop. Alrighty, so now I'm just going to grab my baking sheet and start prepping it so we can lay our chicken on top of it. So we're going to open our pineapple slices and kind of make a bed for our chicken. Just covering our sheet. And you can always use the juice that our pineapples come in for our marinade as well. Just make sure that it's 100% pineapple juice. And the rest of the pineapples, we're going to use them to stuff our chicken. Okay, so that's, once we have our sheet ready, we can place our chicken. To use half of our orange, just cut in slices. Cutting it. And we're going to do the same to our onion. So just cut it in half. And then half of it we're going to use for inside our chicken, and the other half to place it on our sheet. Just like that. And the leftover pineapples, just cut them in half. Okay, now we're ready to stuff our chicken. So now I'm just going to get my chicken. Just like that. Now we're going to stuff them with our pineapples, the onion, and some oranges. And we're also going to stuff 4 garlic cloves. Okay, and there it goes. It's all nice and stuffed. And now we're just going to use some twine and close his little legs together. We're just going to grab our twine and grab one little leg, wrap it around.
Oh my god.
Grab his other leg, wrap him around like that, and then bring them together and tie a knot. Just make a little bowl like that. Okay, so now we're going to place them on top of our sheet. So now just place them in the middle like that. Tie his little wings down. So just fold them over like that. You know, like he's in the beach. Just like that. And don't lose any of your marinade. Just rub them back. Our leftover pineapples, just like that. The 5 leftover garlic cloves, the onions, and the oranges. Okay. And now we're just going to put in the oven for 350 degrees. Wait, I should have preheated the oven while we were doing this. I didn't say that. Alright, and I forgot to mention that after we take our chicken out of the refrigerator, make sure you leave it out for at least 2 hours. So like that, like our chicken is at room temperature. Okay? So by now our oven should be nice and ready. So I'm just gonna go over it with the brush and rub the marinade all over our chicken like that. Okay, so now we're going to place it in the oven for 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, I'll be back and show you guys what to do next. All right, guys, so it's been 30 minutes and this is what our chicken looks like. So now we're just going to rub some marinade all over our chicken. So make sure you get the whole chicken. And our chicken should take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to fully cook. So just rub it. Get the little wings. His little legs. Okay, just like that. All nice and covered. So now we're going to cover it with foil. Just try to bend the middle so like that the foil doesn't touch the chicken. So we're gonna create kind of like a little tip. So now we're gonna put it back in the oven for another 30 minutes and we're going to repeat the process. So another 30 minutes. I'm going to open our chicken. I'm going to brush some more marinade on our chicken. Okay, so now we're just going to cover it again. And for the next time we do this again, we're going to check the temperature on our chicken and see if it's almost done, because like I said, it takes between 1.5 hours to 2 hours to be fully cooked. Alrighty, so it's been another 30 minutes. Check our chicken. Okay, so at this time I'm going to check my chicken and see if we're almost done to cooking to being done. So it's at 156. So it's almost done. So now I'm just going to brush it one more time. Like it's already almost falling off the bowl. So we're almost there, and it smells so good. Look at all the juice. So at this time, as you know, you can start prepping your side or whatever you're gonna serve it. Your salsas, if you're going to serve it as tacos. Your onion, cilantro, and start cutting everything for that. And our chicken, it's almost done cooking. So we're going to place it back in the oven without the foil and let it roast for about 20 to 30 minutes, just until we're done cooking it. All right, so it's been 20 minutes. I'm gonna check my chicken to make sure that it's fully cooked. Alright, so our chicken is fully cooked now, so we're just going to let it out and cool down for about 20 minutes before we start cutting it. Alrighty guys, so our chicken al pastor is finally done, and this is what it looks like. It is ready to be cut and be enjoyed. So I'm gonna serve it as tacos. So I'm just going to start cutting it. So just cut the chicken breast. So nice. Look at that, super juicy. So I have my little tortillas over here. Let me get a different plate so I can start separating my meat. Smells so good. Look at that. Alright, so here I have my chicken all cut up already, and I'm gonna serve it as tacos like I mentioned. So here I have my salsa de árbol, my fresh grilled pineapples, and of course the cilantro and onion with the tortillas. So we are ready to eat. He's waiting, look at him. Okay. Are we in for it? This guy, look at him, we should record him. Stuff in your mouth, ready? Cheers. So here we have it. Super delicious. The chicken is super juicy, super tender, and it's flavorful. Nailed it. Nailed it. Can't even talk. I really hope you guys give this recipe a try. Super easy, you know, and come on, can never go wrong with tacos, ever. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, my super easy and delicious chicken al pastor. I hope you guys had enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and also share with your friends and family. And if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social media. And also, if you guys are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah. Oh, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta.